Hey, what do you say? It is a beautiful day. Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Joy from Manifest Designs. I hope you're doing great. In today's video, I will be telling you guys on how I stopped my baby from breastfeeding. So in this video, I will be telling you a story and then as well as sharing my experience, giving you the 4 tips that I use to enhance the whole stuff. So before I begin, I want to let you know that there is no specific period of time to stop breastfeeding. You can always do what works for you. However, it is ideal to breastfeed your baby exclusively for 6 months, yeah? So after 6 months, you can then try introducing solid food. So if you want to stop breastfeeding, it only depends on you. The decision is between you and your baby, and of course the circumstances surrounding the whole thing. Yeah, if you feel maybe you can no longer breastfeed due to work or maybe your physical fitness or physical health, or maybe you're pregnant, of course you can stop. Just do what works for you. The most important thing is that do not feel maybe ashamed that you're really quitting the breastfeeding. Do not feel ashamed that you're doing that, and always know that you can always love, this baby. You can still keep loving your baby. It doesn't really stop the love. It doesn't really affect it at all. If you have the strength, of course you can breastfeed for as long as 1 year, 2 years, or even more than. The decision is yours. For my baby, she's currently 1 year and a month old, and I breastfed her exclusively for 5 months and then gradually introducing the solid food. She loves breastfeeding a lot. She loves it. Oh my goodness. Out of my 3 kids, the first one just stopped on her own around 7 months. The second child stopped breastfeeding around 9 months on his own, without me trying to help. But this one, oh goodness me, she loves breastfeeding. She enjoys it a lot, and then it became somehow difficult for me to stop, because I noticed that she is the type that even if she wants sleeping, if there is no breast in her mouth, she can't sleep. she would like to be breastfeeding and then go sleeping and all together. It was really difficult for me to stop, I must say. But then I had no choice, because what really prompted me to stop was that I wanted to gain my body back. Yeah, I was gaining, because she likes breastfeeding. It made me to eat much, gaining weight. I never liked that. I wanted to lose weight. And then secondly, wow, I wanted to sleep well. Yeah, so because even at night she wakes up often, sometimes 1 hour interval, sometimes 2 hours. It doesn't make me sleep. Oh my goodness. So because sometimes when I wake up, when she's asking for it and then I give it to her, the sleep goes off, and then before it comes back it's morning, and then the whole thing is really stressful for me. So that is what really pushed me to stop, because 1 year is I think it's really okay, from me. That's why I said earlier that it really depends on you, really depends on the circumstances around you, your decision and everything. I just took a decision that is about time. It's high time to stop. And then I did it. At some point I was thinking that baby girls do not breastfeed for a long period of time, but my thought over this was so wrong. so wrong, because in as much as she loves breastfeeding, it was so difficult for me to like stop her. At the point when she was breastfeeding, she usually plays with my navel, and the whole thing was like, oh my God, God help me to stop, you know. So this brings me to the 4 tips that I use to stop my baby from breastfeeding. My number 1 tip is take it gradually. Really important to take it gradually. I didn't just stop all of a sudden like that. No. For the first thing I did was that I had to stop the day breastfeeding first before moving to the night. You know, good thing that around October, November, she was enrolled to a daycare, so that equally helped me. So, for me, stopping the daytime, usually when she eats solid, then goes to school. Then when she comes back, I usually breastfeed her maybe 2 times or 3 times or 3 times before she go before the night, before night. So that was really helped me, because you can really do that gradually. It's gonna be a gradual process. Reducing the number of feeds matters a lot, because little by little the whole thing goes smoothly, you know. But when you do it, with very, by force method, she gets angry, and then that wouldn't help the case. So that is how it. And then my number 2 tip is distracting your baby. Whenever she's around me, I usually distract her a lot. Or whenever maybe during the weekends, when she wouldn't be in the school, I do stuff like maybe playing with her, singing, putting on a cartoon on the television for her to watch, giving her so many varieties of snacks, for her to test, and then so many things that to like distract her. So in case maybe your baby isn't in school or with any other person, the right way to distract your baby is, bringing in so many different things, to distract her away from the breastfeeding. That is my number 2 tip, and then that is how it worked. And then my number 3 tip is that your baby should eat well. Yeah, it helps a lot. Try as much as possible to make sure she eats in as much as all those solid food around. Make sure you give it to your baby, especially at night when your baby is about going to bed. If he or she doesn't eat well, it's gonna be a tug of war between you both. Yeah, I know that some babies, even if it's not as if some of them are hungry, some of them just need that comfort, with their moms. But yeah, this is my number 3 tip. Your baby should eat well, and it works. And then my number 4 tip is patience and perseverance. Be strong and will-powered. It's not gonna be easy. Let me not come and lie to you that it was easy for me. It's not gonna be easy at all, but you have to make that decision, that you're quitting, and then no. And then because this, when I wanted stopping my night breastfeeding, it was challenging. I wouldn't lie to you guys. It was a challenging one, because imagine a baby that usually slip off white breast in her mouth, and then she would like, what are you telling me? So let me begin by saying that the first night when I attempted stopping the breastfeeding, as I said earlier, that then leads me to my first tip that said taking it gradually. Even at night, I kept taking it gradually. At the point, I started with 3 feet at night. Then later I reduced to 2 feet, and then later to 1 feet, and then struggling to stop it entirely. Was now the issue. So at first, what I did was that I always I started backing her, since she was always, trying to sleep up with my breast number. I started backing her. Then whenever she sleeps, I lay her on her bed. So that wasn't even a problem, because as time went on, it wasn't really the backing. I would just like, I can rock her here and then she sleeps off. But in her mind, she was like, okay, no problem. I'll still get you back in the middle of the night. At the middle of the night. So at night, trying to stop the one feed. The one feed was really a struggle for me. Yeah, because at this very time she sleeps and then she wakes up, to ask for it, and then there is this song that I usually sing for her. I'll tell her, I'll start singing for her to like, remember you're now a big girl. And this song goes this way. No breastfeeding, you are a big girl. Iya, iya, oh. Sorry about my voice. Let me repeat it again. I'll sing like this. No breastfeeding, you are a big girl. Iya, iya, oh. At first, she would like pause to know what Mama is really up to. And then she'll start crying. And when I begin singing again, the song, no breastfeeding, you are a big girl. Iya, iya, oh. Now she has gotten the message, that the thing has really sent some messages into her, and then she will like increase the way of her crying. When I go to carry her, she pushes me away, and then she will throw herself to the other side, keep rolling and crying. One thing I must tell you is that you must have to be very prepared, okay? Because your baby is gonna cry. Yeah. Your baby is going to cry out loud. So you have to really be prepared and be, determined. So whatever happens, the good thing is that crying doesn't kill. It doesn't kill a baby. But yeah, as a mom, you might feel, sympathize. Oh my goodness. Oh, what is there? So let me tell you what happened. So she kept crying and crying. In as much as I sang the song, she kept crying, and then she kept crying, and then I just zeroed my mind that I tried offering her snacks. She refused water. She refused. She is not the type that feeds her on a bottle. She hates bottle feeding. So I had to kept watching, and then she cried out her eyes out, and then later she slept off. Yay! I made it. It was successful for the first day, but know that it's not gonna stop there. It keeps going every day until her body gets used to it. So on the second day, it was as if she really prepared for me on that day. We did the same tape, as in rocking her to bed, and then she slept off, and then she woke up in the midnight asking for it. I started singing my song, no more breastfeeding, you are a big girl, iya, iya, oh. She was like what? Again for the second time? So she started crying, and then I kept singing the song. I told her you're a big, I told her you're a big girl, and then she she became so angry that she just hit me, and then squeezed her, used her hand to try to pull off my nose. She did like this on my face. What was so funny, oh my goodness. See, I understood with her, because it's not really easy to stop the whole process, So she did that, and again she cried. This time around, she cried for a long time. And as a mom, oh, the heart of a mother. As a mom, I had to breastfeed her. I won't lie to you. For the second day, I couldn't. It was so, the cry was too much. I had to, okay, now it's okay, now breastfeed her. And then immediately I breastfed her, she slept off. You know, the second day wasn't successful for me, but the third day, I had someone courage and said, oh, this day, I really have to like stop, as in stop. When I say no, it's going to be no. So the time came for her asking as usual. And I said to myself, today, no. I sang the song for her. She started crying as usual, crying. After crying for some time, you know, she now started sleeping. Yeah, in my mind, I was like, yeah, I made it. And then the fourth day, she woke up at night, asking for it. No for me, no. So luckily for me, I offered her water, and then she accepted the water, and then after drinking the water, she slept off. Yeah. So the next day, the fifth day, she woke up again, you know, asking for it. It was a no for me. You know, it has to come with crying, but yeah, she will get over it. Don't worry if your baby cries. Don't just worry. Your baby will get over it. So at this time, I offered snacks, and she kindly accepted, and she drank the water, and then she slept off. Yay! That was a very good one. That was how she continued. The sixth day, oh, I noticed that she didn't even wake up to ask for it anymore. That was, oh my God, that was so, that was the best thing that happened to me. I was like, oh goodness, it has finally happened. She didn't even cry. She slept as in for about 8 hours without making any sound, without crying. It was indeed a very good one. I was so happy with myself. And of course, that didn't stop me from showing more love to her. At this point, you really need to like, even like show more love to her, like kissing and hugging, telling her that you love her, you know, you are doing this for everybody's good. So guys, that is it. These are the ways you can stop your baby. As I said earlier, the bodies are different. We have different, the way we do things are different from each other. So do what works for you. That is the only thing I can tell you. Do what works for you. Is something you can do, and I believe if I can, of course you can. So I want to thank you guys for watching, and I hope you really enjoyed watching. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe, turn on the notification bell so I get notified each time I make videos. You can be the first to see my videos. For my old subscribers, thank you. I want to really appreciate your love and support. Yeah, from here I want to end this video, and I hope to see you in my next video. All right, bye.